What number is Madden?
7.
Oh. Could have guessed.
All right, welcome, Trojan fans. Everybody, let me know if you can hear me all right. We're getting ready here for the junior varsity matchup between the Findlay Trojans and the St. Francis Knights. If you were watching just a few minutes ago, you saw an extremely exciting game between the varsity Trojans and Knights. Findlay coming away with a 2-1 win in overtime off a Connor Stearns game winner off a rebound from a Colin Somerville shot. So Findlay fans feeling pretty good right now. Getting ready for this JV contest. Should also be a good one. 2 quality teams here. Findlay Trojans coming in with a record of 12 wins, 3 losses, 2 ties, including a 1-0 conference win over Perrysburg last night at the Cube. They are sitting at 4 wins and 1 loss in the league. Lost to Northview here at the Tam O'Shanter a few weeks back, in 2nd place currently. St. Francis sitting in 3rd place in the conference for junior varsity. 3 wins, 2 losses. Last time these 2 teams played at the Cube, Trojans came away with the win 3-2. So a close one. We'll see how it goes today. Looking out at the ice. See who we've got. If you watched the game last night, you saw Jacob Meyer make his high school debut last night after getting injured last lacrosse season during his freshman season, and not able to play any sports until last night. So good to see him back on the ice. Injury-wise, Hayden Giroux is back. He was back last night. I believe we're going to have Jackson Fleckner on the ice as well for the Trojans. And looking for Brady Well. I see him. There's Barrett. So looks like a full roster for the Trojans. Goalies on the ice tonight for the Trojans. Freshman Patrick Shively and the junior Jude Brassfield. Man, that was a good game. If you didn't watch that varsity game, I recommend you go back on this YouTube channel and watch that one. It was a tense one. Trojans killing off multiple penalties in the 3rd period. So a win here for the Trojans would keep them in 2nd place in the NHC Junior Varsity Division and give them some clearance in St. Francis. They're currently 1 game ahead. This would put them 2 games ahead and make the NHC pretty much a 2-team race between Findlay and Sylvania Northview. A loss here would put these 2 teams tied for 2nd. This is the last game of the weekend for the Trojans. They'll head out to Rocky River next weekend for Rocky River MLK tournament. 3 games in that one. We'll start out on Saturday against, Medina Bees. The Medina Bees. The Green Bees. There's a Medina white team and a Medina green team. This is the green. It's their junior varsity squad. Also playing Bay High School, a varsity squad out of the Cleveland area, and Padua Franciscan junior varsity. So should be some good games next weekend for the junior varsity Trojans. Right now focused on conference play, trying to end the weekend 2-0. Looks like we are getting ready to take the ice as I adjust the camera here. Not sure they're going to announce starting lineups here on the JV game, so we might just jump right into it. Again, Last time these two teams played, it was a close one. 3-2 was the final. Trojans got the victory. Looks like if these are going to be the starters for the Trojans, we're going to see up front, looks like we're going to see Jackson Fleckner, MJ Greenewalt, Brady Delaruel. And then on defense, looks like we've got Hayden Giroux, Monica Kerwin, and in net, Jude Brassfield. We're ready to drop the puck here. The Knights pick it up first. Drop it back into their own zone. Pressured heavily by Delaruel and Greenewalt. Knights send it along the near boards. Picked up and sent out of the zone. Monica Kerwin at center ice. There for Trojan. Sends it up to Delaruel. Touches it along to Greenewalt. Greenewalt missing on that shot opportunity. Kind of whiffed. Hayden Giroux keeps it in. Goes out to the middle for Greenewalt. Goes off his stick and onto the stick of a Knight, and now it's going to head all the way down. That'll be icing, and we'll go back in front of the St. Francis net. St. Francis in white today as the home team. Trojans in blue. Face-off's going to be Cam White alongside Jaron Clark and Louis Berdino up front. Gage Ambrose and Riley Biggs in the back. Cam White, puck is up high slot, and now into the neutral zone, backhanded by Riley Biggs, but St. Francis maintains possession. They're going to go to the far wall. We have a whistle. Did not see why. Offside, possibly, but they're going to restart it here on the near side, so not 100% sure what happened there, but face-off just outside the Finley defensive zone. Riley Biggs sends it off the wall, but St. Francis picks it up on the near side. They're going to circle back around behind the net. Look for an opportunity. It's in the slot. Cam White's going to bring it out for the Trojans. Cam White up the middle and pokes it to the back wall. Nice recover the puck, pressured by Clark and White. Now DeBerdino comes in. Bumps the puck aside, still in possession of the Knights. Number 7 there for the Knights. It's Madden Flights. Played. Oh, Ari Fortin whiffing on that one. And now up high by Simon Marshall. Drops it down. Jaron Clark picks it up. Centers it for Simon Marshall, who scores. Simon Marshall with the first goal of the game. Right in the slide off the pass from Jaron Clark. Really nice one-timer there for Marshall. Give the Trojans a 1-0 lead early in this game. Job for the freshman, Marshall. Marshall stays in on the face-off. Jared Brandeberry and Jacob Meyer up front as well. Meyer with the steal. Now he's going to bring it in and send it to the back wall. Ari Fort and Monica Kerwin back on defense for the Trojans. Kerwin in a one-on-one here. Meyer comes back to help. Puck gets back to Brassfield. He sends it to the corner, but we have a interference penalty called against Brandeberry. And the Knights will go on the first power play of the game. With 12:05 to go in the first period, Trojans up 1-0. It's going to be Delaruel on the face-off for the Trojans. Over to Biggs in the corner, backhands it out to the corner. I was mentioning before, that shot coming in, that's Madden Flights, number 7, played a lot of his youth hockey here in Findlay. Teammates with a lot of these guys. Out there on the power play for the Knights, but Brady Delaruel breaks that pass up, and now it's out of the zone and going to head back into the Knights zone. Minute and a half remaining on the St. Francis power play. Delaruel pressures the puck. It's brought up the far side, poked out by Fleckner. Stolen back by the Knights, but more time off the penalty clock. Good cross-ice pass there, and now an opportunity here for the Knights, but it's going to go to the corner. In comes Biggs. Biggs is going to pick it up behind the Finley net and send it way down. St. Francis goalie touches it. Over to Flights. Flights up the near side. Stolen by Fleckner. Fleckner sends it deep. Now Cam White charging in hard. Makes a great deflection and up and out of play. Great hustle play there for Cam White to allow the Trojans to face off down in the offensive end of things on the penalty kill. Just under a minute to go on the penalty. On the boards, it's Ambrose. Picked up by the Knights and sent toward the St. Francis net. Picked up in the neutral zone by White. It's held up on the far boards, but St. Francis able to center it, bring it into Finley territory. Nice steal by Kerwin. Back to St. Francis. Kerwin doing a nice job on that close defense there to force a bad pass, but St. Francis with another opportunity here. Shooter's all alone here on the near boards. He's going to send it back up top, and it's going to squirt between his legs and head into the neutral zone. Jaron Clark pressures the puck. It's sent deep by the Knights. Kerwin tracking the puck, goes back to Ambrose, and that's going to do it for the penalty. Trojans back to full strength as we see DiBerardino come on the ice. He had an opportunity, but got swarmed quickly and had to dump the puck. 9:53 remaining in the first period. Trojans up 1. As the Knights bring it up the near side. Poked out by Delaruel and now chased by Ari Fort. Fort sends it. Delaruel chases it, gets the steal. Now Brady Delaruel has a chance. He shoots and scores! Brady Delaruel with the steal and the shot puts the Trojans up 2 early in the first. .932, Trojans up 2-0. Delaruel on the second goal of the game. After the score from Simon Marshall, and we're back in play. Puck to the near side, Jackson Fleckner. Pulls it off the wall. Up and over Delaruel. It's Biggs. Oh, big hit there on Fleckner. Fleckner kind of goes flying. St. Francis picks it back up in their own ends. Riley Biggs. Sorry for the camera work there. Riley Biggs sends it off the board. Back into St. Francis territory. That's going to be icing. And we'll go back in front of the Finley net. It's going to be Simon Marshall in on the draw for the Trojans. So from the point, St. Francis shoots. That's deflected by Kerwin. Kerwin's pass for Meyer. Meyer makes a move, a couple good moves, and then pushes it in. Oh, he takes a big hit. Pops back up. Meyer goes down. I look at his mom beside me over here. She seems to be okay. Hayden Drew at the point, shooting through traffic just wide. Out of the zone, picked up by Zach Kerwin, then Giroux. Now it's Marshall. Marshall stays with it through a couple of hits. Sawyer Lammers now behind the net, gets it stripped away, and the clearing attempt gets blocked by Meyer. Stays with it. Meyer goes off the boards, picks it up himself, and now he's going to go cross ice. He finds Jaron Clark. Great pass by Meyer. Now Clark into the offensive zone. He looks like it was a pass, but there was nobody there. Clark, wow, some tenacious stick-with-itness by Jaron Clark, and now Cam White and the defender kind of trip over each other. Cam White centers it, looking for Jaron Clark. Clark tries to get a stick on it, but the goalie comes out and dives on it. And the Trojans will face off in the offensive zone. .750 to go in the second period. Out to the point for Biggs. Biggs shoots. Puck's deflected. Now it's to Berardino. Puck around the wall, kept in by Ambrose, and St. Francis brings it back the other way. Cam White gets there first for the Trojans. Puck bouncing around. Clark gets a stick on it. Puck to the corner. On the far wall now, that's DeBerardino. Fighting on the wall. Biggs comes in to help. Bounces around toward the Finley net. Gage Ambrose sends it out. Then DeBerardino sends it along out of the zone. Clark and Flights meet around center ice, and puck goes up into the Finley bench. We'll get a face-off. .710 to go in the first period. Brady Delaruel on the face-off. Knights win that one and push into offensive territory. Held up on the back board. Hayden Drew is going to get there. The Trojans can't hang on to the puck. Scoops up to Delaruel, and then it's Jaron Clark fighting on the boards. Puck out of the zone, being chased by Drew. Delaruel with the reach and the steal. He leaves it for MJ Greenewald, who was looking for Cam White in the middle, but now it's over to Fleckner. Goes off the boot of Fleckner and sent back the other way by the Knights. Good tap there by Drew up to Delaruel, and now Delaruel sends it on net from deep. Francis picks up the rebound. He comes up the near side. Brandenberry comes in. Nice hit, and now it's Drew blocking that attempt. Puck goes down, no icing. Brandenberry is chasing the puck. Behind the St. Francis net, there's Meyer. Meyer tips it toward the middle. Didn't make it all the way to Brandenberry. Now Brandenberry turns it around. His shot's deflected into the neutral zone. Kerwin's on it. Brandenberry to Meyer. Kept in by Biggs. A nice steal by Biggs. And now it's right out in front. And recovered by the St. Francis goalie. 5:37 to go in the first period. Trojans up 2-0. Cam White sending it to the far wall. To the corner, Kerwin. Back out to center ice, sent back into the St. Francis zone by Biggs. Chased by the Knights and center on the wall. Deep, that's going to be icing if Finley doesn't get there. And icing whistled just before Kerwin gets to the puck. White in on the face-off for the Trojans. In front of the St. Francis net, we have Jaron Clark, Louis DeBerardino also up front. Hayden Drew and Gage Ambrose in the back. Opportunity here for St. Francis up the near side. That pass to the center connects, and now St. Francis pushing forward. Behind the an opportunity here for St. Francis, but it's swept aside by White, and we have a whistle in the corner, and a St. Francis player is down. Back up pretty quickly, but shaken up. That's going to be a penalty on the Trojans. Hayden Drew goes to the box with 5:01 remaining in the first. Let's see what to call. I'm going to assume it was a roughing. Oh, it's a major on Drew, a 5-2, so boarding then likely the call. Trojans will be on the power play the penalty kill for 5 minutes on the Drew penalty. Delarue on the face-off for the Trojans. The rest of the penalty kill unit is Biggs, Kerwin, and Greenewalt. Out to the point. Flight sends it far side. And behind the Finley net. Chased down by Kerwin. She sends it along the boards. Out of the zone. Greenewalt sending it deep. It looks like they've taken the 5 off the board. Now it's just 2. So 2-minute power play. Flies comes up the near side and centers it. That's going to be a shot. That one goes high. Kerwin sending it up the boards, and it's popped out of the zone and brought right back in. Kerwin, the stick check. Puck comes out, and now it's Delarue. Oh, he takes a big hit, and that's going to be a penalty against the Knights. That was a big one. Let's see if, Delarue is up. That was a big hit. Right here on the boards right in front of us. It's going to be a penalty against the Knights. We'll see what the call is. That's a 5-minute major assessed to St. Francis. So we'll have 4-on-4 for 1 minute and 5. Then the Trojans will be on a 4-minute power play here with 4:06 to go in the first period. Luis DiBerdino can't hang on to it, and now breakout for the Knights, but well defended by Brandeberry. Here's an opportunity for St. Francis. That shot deflected over to the wall. Then that shot through traffic, kicked out by Brassfield. Nice save, but then a follow-up shot is going to get kicked out. Then another one blocked by Fleckner, and wow, what a defensive sequence for the Trojans. I want to say that might be the first shot on goal of the period for the Knights, and that just barely caught Brassfield's toe. Puck under the feet of Cam White. He does a nice little move in the corner and gets it up to Ambrose. Ambrose, backhand, nice pass out to center ice for DiBerdino, but just off of his stick. Stays with it. St. Francis pushes up the near side. 6 seconds left, a 4-on-4. Cam White kicks it to the middle for Jaron Clark, and now Trojans back to full strength. And on a power play, Jaron Clark goes to the corner. Set deep. Delarue in the corner. Looks like Brassfield forgot there was going to be no icing. But then he remembered. MJ Greenewalt bringing it up the far side. He shoots from deep right into the glove of the St. Francis goalie, and will face off the St. Francis end of things. .231 remaining in this period. Brady Delarue from the slot shoots and scores. High slot Delarue, his second goal of the period, puts the Trojans up 3-0. Good shot there by Delarue on the power play. With it being a major penalty, Trojans will continue to be a man up as they take a 3-0 lead here in the first period, and really a good offensive showing here for the Trojans. Cam White in on the power play. Defensive too, as I believe they've only allowed 1 or 2 shots on goal so far. That puck's going to go all the way down. Brassfield touching it over to Kerwin. Kerwin makes a nice move, comes through the middle, drops it back. At the point, puck loose out in front, and that's a goal for Cam White off the rebounds. Trojans go up 4-0 in the first with the second goal of this power play. That could have been Kerwin. She's first in line. Gonna have to go back to the tape. I'm gonna check.
That was Cam, right? Brady? No, not this most recent one.
So we think it was Cam White. It was definitely a rebound. Put back. That's gonna go all the way down for the Knights. What's that? Jackson? Tipping? Okay. Jackson Fleckner got the tip. So anyway, a team effort on that one. 1:36 to go in the game. In the first period. Trojans up 4-0. And that major penalty, the boarding penalty against the Knights, has resulted in a couple of goals on this extended power play for the Trojans. Cleared out again by the Knights all the way to the back corner. Brassfield's going to leave it for Giroux. 1:12 to go. Giroux up to Biggs. Biggs, his entry is deflected, and that's going to head back again for Brassfield. He's going to touch it up to Giroux. Under a minute to go now in the first period. Monica Kerwin gets it stolen away. That puck's going to head back behind the Finley goal. Giroux sends it up to Cam White, hanging out at the blue line. White drops it back for Fleckner. Wow. A one-timer. Good hard shot there from Fleckner. That was a laser. Off target, Cam White goes down in the corner. 32 seconds remaining in the period. Puck on the near side, brought up by the Knights, swiped out by Kerwin. Oh, Knights still on it. That's Flights. Jaron Clark sending it across to Cam White. 19 seconds left in the period. White finds Clark, and Clark into the offensive zone. He shoots, rebound out and covered. 8.1 seconds to go in the first period. Trojans with a bit of an offensive explosion here in the first period. 4-0 the score. Face off in the offensive zone. 8 seconds to go and still a minute of power play remaining for the Trojans. Around the boards, that's Brady Deluel. He's going to send it back to the corner, and that'll do it for the first period for all Trojans. All Trojans in that first period. You can... All Trojans in that first period, 4-0, as they put a lot of shots on goal and only allowed one or two. We're not going to run the Zamboni here between the first and second period, so we'll stay here. So after last night, when the Trojans were only able to net one against Perrysburg, they quadrupled that in the first period against St. Francis. Trojans back out on the ice quickly during the break. Teams will switch ends. Lineup for the Trojans here is going to be Simon Marshall in at center, Jacob Meyer and Sawyer Lammers on either side. Gage Ambrose, Riley Biggs in the back, Brassfield in net. And the Knights gain first possession of the second period. Trojans still on the power play for about 40 more seconds. Dude, Brassfield's had a lot more work stopping the puck on clears on power plays than he has on stopping shots so far. That's a high stick. No, it's going to be an offside. I would have called that a high stick. Offside, assessed to the Trojans. Will face off just outside the offensive zone. Cam White coming in for the faceoff for the Trojans. Louis DiBerdino and Jaron Clark on either side of him. Hayden Drew, Monica Kerwin, and back that shot on net from the blue line and covered up. Will face off now inside the zone. Trojans on power play for 19 more seconds. They've scored a couple on this major power play. Cam White again. Cleared out by St. Francis. Passfield hands off to Kerwin, off the boards to Giroux. Giroux backhand in the direction of Clark, but gets past him and all the way to the corner. That's going to do it for the Trojan power play. Cam White losing the puck. St. Francis coming right off the bench. An opportunity here, shot and save by Brassfield. Yeah, that's Jude, yeah.
I assume because there were only 2 of them, but I don't think 27 was his number.
It wasn't. We only have 4 goalie jerseys for the whole school, and so
you just take whatever you
yeah, you take what you get. Face off, it's Brady Delaruel. Pick up the near side, St. Francis picking it up and sending it back Finley's direction, but Ari Fort is there. Up the wall to Fleckner. Fleckner into St. Francis territory. That puck gets past Biggs. Turned around by Fort. St. Francis in possession on the near wall, but now it's Biggs. Sends it off the wall, picked back up by the Knights. In the corner now, it's Delaruel sending it around for Greenewald. Greenewald has it stolen. Delaruel into help. He sends it out of the zone, stays with it. And now Jackson Fleckner and Brady Delaruel moving into the offensive zone. Fleckner stops and makes a move. Wow, staying with the puck. Kept in the zone by Biggs. Biggs sends a shot, goes off the skates of the defender. Now back around the far wall, it's Flight, send it to center ice for Biggs. Biggs sends it to the corner. Trojans change lines. Brandeberry gets there for the Trojans, reverses it, sends it to the middle, but nobody's there. So that's going to be iced by the Knights. .11:36 to go in the second period. Trojans with a 4-goal lead. Hayden Drew at the point. Finds Ambrose in the middle. His shot is deflected, and now the Knights pushing it up the far wall. Ambrose staying with it. Brandeberry comes in, pokes it away. St. Francis guy loses his stick, and now Brandeberry launches it from deep. Goes off the glass and then to the near side. Giroux goes cross ice, but his pass intercepted. Here comes St. Francis. Oh, losing the puck. That would have been a one-on-one with the goalie, but well defended by the Trojans. Now Brandeberry up the near side. Oh, sends it on goal from deep. Brandeberry shakes off a hit here in front of us. Berardino in the corner. Puck around, stuck on the boards behind the St. Francis net. Everybody's in there now. Pulled out by Cam White. Backhand shot, save. Good shovel in by White. Now there will be a face-off in the Knights zone. It's Cam White, Berardino and Clark out there as well. Puck comes over to the near side. DiBerdino off the boards to Kerwin. Kerwin looks and goes to the middle for White. Picked up by DiBerdino. He shoots. His shot goes a little wide. Ari Fort now keeps it in, but St. Francis brings it through. Louis DiBerdino saves it, keeps it in the zone, but St. Francis able to turn it right back around. Then the steal by DiBerdino. DiBerdino sends it back to the zone. Jaron Clark picks it up on the near boards. Goes to the middle for White. His pass just a little spicy for White. tied up in the corner. It's White. Clark comes in to help. Clark gets shoved down. That's going to be another penalty to the Knights. As cross-check called. As Clark was heading over to the corner to help, and he got checked in the back on his way. So Trojans will go on the power play again with 9:53 to go in the second period. MJ Greenewald in on the face-off of the Trojans. Quick to the back corner. Knights pick it up, send it around the wall. Hayden Drew got a piece of it, but slips into the neutral zone. Now it's Biggs sending it back for the Trojans. Cleared out by the Trojans. Brassfield going to stop it and hand it up to Drew. Drew's pass, that is going to be icing. That's going to clear all the way from deep in the defensive zone. Across the red line. Trojans on the power play will face off in their own end. Power play unit right now for the Trojans is Delariwell, Brandeberry, White, along with Clark and Kerwin. High scoring unit out there for the Trojans as St. Francis brings it back into their zone. Sends it up ice. Again, no icing on the power play. Behind the back goes Kerwin. St. Francis in possession in the Finley zone now, but Kerwin sends it down. Knights collected in their own zone. Minute left on the Trojan power play. Kerwin under pressure, heading back towards Finley's goal. She has to circle it around. She loses her balance, but manages to find Cam White. White with a nice pass for Delariwell. Ends up just a bit behind him, but he sends it to the corner, does Delariwell, and then cleared out by the Knights. Puck behind the Finley net. It's White. Over to Delariwell. Delariwell. Oh, his pass picked off. Oh, tapped out by Kerwin. That was a nice stick check there by Monica Kerwin, but puck left all alone. Cam White's going to get there for the Trojans. Looks like nobody wants the puck. Jackson Flickner does. He's going to come in. Puck goes to the corner. Jackson Flickner just finished playing in that varsity game. Gage Ambrose shooting from deep. And that's going to do it for the Trojan power play. Knights effectively kill off the penalty, and now they've got a 3-on-1 developing here. He takes a shot. Saved. Now Simon Marshall, he lost the puck, but sends it across, and now it's another offensive push for the Knights. Splits a couple of defenders. Brassfield sends it to the corner. And out of the zone goes the puck. Sawyer Lammers takes a hit at center ice. Riley Biggs now behind the Finley net up to Jacob Meyer. Meyer, nice pass up for Greenewald. Greenewald takes a hit. Now it's Ambrose at center ice. He's going to send it on net. 7:02 to go in the second. Puck around the boards, and St. Francis. Something developing here, but Jackson Fleckner comes out fast and gets there. He's a fast skater. Nice move by Fleckner as he comes up in the middle, gets it stolen, and coming off the bench, it's Ari Fort. He's going to send it to the corner. Trojans offsides. They will tag up. Fleckner pressuring the puck. That one goes up and into the netting off the stick of the St. Francis player, so we'll face off inside the St. Francis zone. 6.5 minutes to go in the second period. Trojans up 4-0. All 4 goals scored in the first. Delariwell on the faceoff gets back to Giroux at the point. Off the boards for Greenewald. He takes a look. Under a lot of pressure, he sends it toward the net. Good shot, a little wide. Goes to the far side. Now it's St. Francis on the push. Hayden Giroux involved in a 2-on-1. Good defensive play by Giroux there. Knights try to center it. Delaruel getting over there quickly. Trying to push up the board. St. Francis with another opportunity here. Going into the slot. A lot of sticks on the puck. Cam White sends it, kept in the zone for St. Francis. Good play there by White. Puck now pinned on the boards behind the Findlay net. Puck comes out, everybody goes down. The only man standing looked like Hayden Giroux. Giroux's going to clear it out, but that's going to be icing, and we'll face off down here. Cam White on the face-off, puck to the far boards. Riley Biggs gets it to Berardino. Back to the Knights, highest slot. They're going to get an opportunity here. Back to the point. Up high, drops it down low. Save made. Kerwin turns it around. Off the boards, looking forward to Berardino. He's under a lot of pressure. He flips it up to White. White's cross ice for Clark. Clark puts on the brakes, but receives the pass very well, makes a move, and then goes flying. He did trip over the player's stick. Not a tripping call. Kerwin with a nice steal there to DeBerardino. Goes back to the Knights. Another offensive push here for St. Francis. Tipped out by Biggs. And now he sends it off the boards. So it's not going to be icing. Under 5 minutes to go in the second period. Puck loose and offense developing here for the Knights. They're going to send it in deep. Knocked down by Brassfield. Kicks the rebound aside. Centered. Another save made. Berardino gets it out of the zone, but it took a lot of effort. Puck on the near boards now. Jaron Clark gets there. He's going to go across. Oh, but it picked up right at the top of the zone. And that shot, that's saved by Brassfield. Jaron Clark saying something to Jude there. Maybe an apology. We'll see. 4:25 to go in the second period. Trojans up 4. On the face-off, it's Simon Marshall. Looking to the slot, a nice behind-the-back pass from Brandenberry over to Giroux. Giroux brings it up the far side, does some nice stick work, and finally puts it on net. Good solo work there by Hayden Giroux to force the face-off. Giroux, not for sure, but certainly has played with a few of these St. Francis kids, playing a lot of his youth hockey in Sylvania. Out of the zone. Knights push forward, defended by Delaruel. Puck to Ambrose, now Meyer. Meyer sends it into the offensive zone, but St. Francis is there. Good through pass, and now sent on net from deep. Brassfield sends it to the corner. Rushing in, that shot deflected by Giroux, and finally sent out of the zone by the Trojans. Jared Brandenberry all alone. He takes a shot, save made by St. Francis. Now it's Riley Biggs up the far wall. Tries to center it, puck still loose. Now Delaruel's going to get a chance. His shot deflected. Sorry again for the camera work. Kept in by Fleckner. Fleckner shoots. It goes wide, comes around near side and out of the zone. Francis carries it through. Fleckner pokes it aside. Back out of the zone. Knights carry it deep back into their zone. Under 3 minutes to go in the period now. MJ Greenewalt at the blue line. Puck keeps going back and forth over the blue line. Now St. Francis finally comes out with it. Make an offensive push here. They send it to the near wall. Riley Biggs tracking. Puck in the corner. There's a big pile. Biggs is in there. Looks like Delaruel's in there. St. Francis pulls it out. They center it. Shot and a save made. Whew, that was a close one. St. Francis still on the puck. We're back into the neutral zone. We're down to 2:11 to go in the second period. Another offensive push for the Knights here. Backhand, that shot's deflected by Fleckner. Or like Defleckner. Knights in possession behind the Finley goal. Comes around near side, Ari Fort tracking it. Shooter turns around, reverses a couple of times. Brassfield looking back and forth, back out to the point. It's Madden Flights, he takes a shot, but it's wide. Into the corner, Biggs gets it up the wall. Everybody goes down, and we have a whistle. We'll see what the call is going to be. Minute 29 remaining in the second period. We're seeing the St. Francis offense come alive a little bit here. In the second period, they've gotten quite a few shots on goal. But that momentum might be stemmed a little bit. Another penalty called on the Knights, and the Trojans will be back on the power play. Here with about a minute and a half to go in the second and a 4-0 lead. Cam White in on the draw from Trojans on the power play. Jaron Clark doing a nice job forcing the reversal of the puck. Monica Kerwin fighting for it. She needs to get it here. She does. That would have been a good opportunity for the Knights. Monica Kerwin fighting hard for the puck. Cam White now gets it stolen away, but Deliriuel is right there at the point to fish it along to Clark. Jaron Clark centers it for Fleckner. Fleckner tries. Oh, and he scores! Jackson Fleckner! Off the assist from Jaron Clark on the power play. Good connection there between Clark and Fleckner. Makes the score 5-0 in favor of the Finley Trojans with just under a minute to go in the second period. Power play goal, their third power play goal of the game. So that will end the power play. And everybody back to full strength with just under a minute remaining in the second period. Puck picked up by Kerwin. Up the boards to Brandeberry. Knights turn it around, but Kerwin is there. Her pass, though, picked up by the Knights and sent to the corner. That's probably going to be looking to center it here. They look a nice tip out by Ambrose. The reversal by the Knights. Cross ice, 26 seconds to go in the period now. Puck behind the Finley net. Ambrose. Been picked up by Marshall. It's stuck on the boards. Opportunity here for St. Francis. They're going to look and shoot. Brassfield comes out, makes the save. Now Ambrose trying to clear it out. 8 seconds remaining in the period. Puck still in the corner. And it looks like time's going to run out on this one. That's going to do it for second period. Trojans will go into the break up 5-0. Great offensive period in the first. A great defensive period in the second. The Trojans looking pretty good here after two. 5-0 your score. We'll take a break here for the Zamboni, and when we come back, third period of action between the Trojans and the Knights. Trojans up 5-0 here. They're all kind of converging. Ah, there we go. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back. Trojans 5, Knights 0 after 2. All right, welcome back, folks. Getting ready for the third period of action here between the Junior Varsity Findlay Trojans and St. Francis Knights. First period was all Findlay offense. Trojans scored 4 goals. And that first one, the second period, much more even in terms of possession. Knights had some good shots and good offensive opportunities. The Trojans held strong and added on one more goal. So we enter the third period with the Trojans leading by a score of 5-0. Knights always a dangerous team. Like I said, this team in third place in the league at 3-2, just defeated University Schools Junior Varsity last night in Cleveland. Trojans with a conference victory yesterday, 1-0 over Perrysburg, so looking to complete a weekend sweep of conference games. Move up to 5-1 in the league. See Brassfield out there scuffing up the crease. All right, out for the Trojans to start the final period. We're going to have, looks like Brady Delaruel in at center, MJ Greenewaltz and Jackson Fleckner on the wings. Ari Fort and Hayden Giroux on the blue line, and Brassfield in the net, and we are off. Knights take possession early. That one headed toward the net, but off target. Knights pick it up in the corner and send it around back behind the Findlay goal. Hayden Giroux gets in there, gets a stick on it, but it comes right back out top of the circle. Knights retain possession. They send it out to the point. Oh, but the slick ice plays a trick on the Knights, and puck slips out of the zone. Brady Delaruel on it. Dumps it in to the back of the St. Francis zone as the Trojans make the first line change of the third period. Knights coming quickly up the near side. Hayden Giroux defending Jared Brandyberry, sliding in with a big hit. Puck to the board. Sawyer Lammers is there. Now it's Riley Biggs to send it out of the zone for the Trojans. That one's likely going to be icing, and it is. Face off in front of the Trojan net with right about a minute gone in the third. MJ Greenewaltz in on the face-off for the Trojans. That one shots through, and then Brassfield makes the first save and then dives and covers the second save. In and out of his glove, and then quick reaction there to fall on it. We'll get another face-off. Cam White in on the face-off for the Trojans. Knights still in possession. Head to the corner, untouched. Monica Kerwin sends it along to the near side. Riley Biggs pushes it along. Tied up right in front of the boards, right in front of the Findlay crowd. Now the Knights, though, with an opportunity. They're going to center it, tipped out by the Trojans, but from the point it's Flights. It's tipped, and then back toward the net. Another save made by Brassfield. Puck tied up on the far wall. Possession this period has been entirely Knights so far. Early, the wraparound attempt missing. Jaron Clark's pass for DeVergito is tipped, and now another push forward for the Knights. That one tipped out by Biggs, and still not out of the zone. Finally, Biggs sends it hard off the boards. Knights pick it up to center ice, but Jaron Clark swipes it deep for the Trojans. A much-needed line change coming for the Trojans. Clark in the corner pulls it out. Good fight there from Clark, but the Knights pick it up. At the point waiting, though, is Giroux. Giroux tries to send it on net. It's deflected, and now Knights push it back into the neutral zone. It's Giroux at the blue line up for Fleckner. Fleckner goes a little hard off his stick. He has to chase it. Out to the wall. Delaruel trying to center it. Tipped aside by Flights. Stick check by Delariwell, and then kept in the zone by Giroux. Giroux sends it toward the net, in and out of the glove of the St. Francis goalie. Greenewalt gets to the puck. In the corner, Delariwell into help. It's Delariwell and Greenewalt tied up with a couple of Knights. Finally comes out, Knights have it. Hey, clear, that's going to be icing. And I just stepped on my French fries. There we go. All right, we're good. Face off in front of the St. Francis net with just under 11 minutes to go in the third period. Simon Marshall in on the face-off. Jared Brandenberry, high slide, takes the shot, save and a rebound out to the corner. Board battle on the far side, pulled out by the Knights and pushed into the neutral zone. Kerwin tracking the puck. Good pass to the near side. Puck to the wall. And we've got a whistle. We'll face off just outside the Finley zone. Cam White. On the near boards, it's Jaron Clark. It's stolen. Nice move into the zone by Francis. They go to the corner. Drop pass back. It's around Lammers and then to the near side. That's the other way. Francis with an opportunity here. Bring up the near side. Go to the top. Shot is deflected by Cam White and sent out of the zone. Riley Biggs reversing the puck for the Trojans. Up the far wall, kept in by Ambrose, but then picked back up by the Knights. All 5 Knights converge at center ice. Now they break it up and go in. That shot gets past Brassfield, but goes off the crossbar, so little luck there for the Trojans. Jackson Fleckner, nice backhanded pass, but picked up at center ice by the Knights. Ambrose to the corner. Backhanded to Greenewald. He's got to hurry. Takes a hit. Knights recover the puck. And that's going to slide out of the zone. Trojans send up Greenewald and Fleckner to pressure the puck. Delariwell gets that one off the boards and goes to the corner. Puck all tied up. Greenewald and Delariwell in. Greenewald's going to come out with it. Circles it back. Loses his footing, but finds Delariwell behind the net. Delariwell tries to center it just outside the reach of Jackson Fleckner, but Riley Biggs gets a good stick on it. Then loses his stick. Now it's Flights for St. Francis up the near side. He's the only player on this St. Francis JV that I know, so whenever I see him, I know what's happening. Flights to the corner. Pass up top, looks, shots deflected by Biggs. Knights still in possession now from the point. That one going through, but wide. 8 minutes to go in the game. Puck turned around by Brandenberry. Takes a check in the corner. Comes out, an opportunity here for St. Francis, but good defense there by Jacob Meyer as he gets a foot on it and sends it up the ice. Goalie taps it over and picked up at the blue line by Giroux. I thought that was going to be ice. I didn't realize Giroux was positioned where he was. St. Francis is going to circle it back around behind their net. Simon Marshall keeps it in for the moment, but St. Francis gaining the zone, and now an opportunity here. They take a shot, save made. Brassfield has to slide over. Off the boot of Meyer, now it's Jaron Clark. Moving into the offensive zone, he's got Simon Marshall on the other side. His pass a little ahead of Marshall, but Marshall chases it to the wall. Picked back up by St. Francis. It's Flights. Looking fast out there. Sends it to the corner for the Knights. Under 7 to go. Hayden Giroux takes a big hit. And gets up. Got off slow, but he got up. Puck right out in front. That shot deflected. Good offensive opportunity here for the Knights, but then Trojans push it out of the zone to Berardino. Now back to Giroux. Giroux ices it, and the Trojans will change. Giroux took a big hit here in the near corner. I thought they were going to... Ref thought about blowing the whistle. He lifted the whistle to his mouth, but right around that time, Giroux started getting himself up. 6:24 to go in the second period. Knights pressuring in this period. Puck at the corner comes out. Knights have it. Ari Fort pressuring. Out of the zone, and don't think that one's going to be icing. St. Francis will get there. Got a couple of Trojans back. That's Sawyer Lammers and MJ Greenewald, kept in the zone by Ari Ford. He sends it up to Lammers. That pass to St. Francis goes beyond and off the wall, but an opportunity here. They try to center it. Another opportunity there. Shot goes wide. That one way up high and out of play. 5:43 to go in the third period. Face off in front of the Trojan goal. Simon Marshall in for the Trojans. Back, slot shot wide. Jared Brandenberry up the near side. Staying with it, takes a hit and keeps it going. Sends it to the far side. Jacob Meyer slides in, gets a stick on it. Knights pick it up in their own ends. Good through pass by the Knights. They circle it back, waiting for reinforcements. Knights dump the puck, chased to the corner by Kerwin. It's past her and sent back the other way by the Knights. Puck to the near corner. Simon Marshall hassling the puck. The Knights once again come out with it cross ice off the boards. Kerwin is there. Now it's Brandenberry to send it out of the zone for the Trojans. Picked up by the Knights at center ice. And into the offensive zone again. Now it's Ambrose. Gets beat there. That shot, save made by Brassfield. Rebound is out. Still loose. Looked like it might have been a couple of saves there. Kept in the zone and shot off target. DeBerardino racing to the wall. He sends it out of the zone. Good job there by Louis DeBerardino. Line change coming for the Trojans. 4:18 remaining in the game. That picked up by Jaron Clark, but a little too hard off his stick. No, it's still there. Knights get back, though. Now it's Biggs. Knights threatening again. To the middle. Good defense there by White. Now it's Jaron Clark. He's got room on the near side. If he turns on the Jets, he does. Has to circle it back. He loses his balance, but stays with the puck. Eventually gets stolen and off the wall. Riley Biggs there. Sends it on net for the Trojans. 3.5 minutes to go in this one. Jaron Clark picking it up and circling back. He's under a lot of pressure. Gets pushed off the puck by Flight. Sends it around the boards. Giroux is there. Oh, but he loses it. Good heads-up play there by Biggs to buy some time for the Trojans to get back on defense. Giroux behind his back. Off the skate of White. White off the boards to Biggs. Biggs around. That shot wide. Giroux on the puck now. Up the boards, turned back around by the Knights. Biggs is going to get there. He slows it down, goes back. Picked up by White. White takes a look, and he sends it deep. That was tipped, so that's not going to be icing. That should not have been icing. But icing is called. Definitely went off the stick of the St. Francis player. 2:39 to go in this one. Trojans with a 5-goal lead. Brady Delaruel in on the faceoff. Ari Fort off the wall for Kerwin. Kerwin makes a move. Oh, circles it around the net. Kerwin eating a lot of time off the clock here, and then pass up for Fleckner. Fleckner's pass deflected, but he stays with it, and now he's got some room up the near side. Fleckner makes another move and shoots. That one saved, and we'll get a face-off down to the offensive end. Jackson Fleckner looking like a video game out there. Monica Kerwin as well, doing a nice job eating some time off the clock. We're down to 2:15 remaining in this one. Face-off's going to be Brady Delaruel. Goes to Fleckner, and then his pass, though, for Kerwin is out of the zone. Kerwin circles it back around, and then it gets stolen, but Delaruel is there. Sends it up the boards. Oh no, Kerwin lost it there. Recovered her footing. That was going to be offside, so. That's going to be icing. We'll get a face-off back down to the other end. Minute 45 to go in this one. This does not feel like a 5-goal game the way that St. Francis keeps pressuring Finley. Seems a lot more tense and tighter than the scoreboard would suggest. Simon Marshall in on the face-off for the Trojans. Gets back to the St. Francis net off the leg pad of the goalie. Now puck kept in at the point by Biggs. He sends it toward the net. A little bit wide. St. Francis with an opportunity now. Riley Biggs marking the puck as it goes behind the Finley net. Gage Ambrose sending it up and out of the zone. A minute 21 left on this one. Good deflection there by Brandenberry. That one's not going to get all the way back. No, it is. Misjudged that momentum. A minute 12 to go. We'll face off down in front of the St. Francis net. Cam White in on the face-off. DeBerdino and Clark alongside him. Hayden Drew, Monica Kerwin in the back for the Trojans. Up ice, it's an opportunity here for the Knights. Going to go near side. Drop pass. And picked up in the slot by Hayden Giroux. He's going to bring it up the far side. Good defense there by the Trojans. Giroux, he puts a shot on net. Kicked aside by the goalie. Puck behind the net. We're under a minute left in the game now. About 45 seconds to be specific. Puck in the corner. Knights recover. Send it along the boards. Charging up is Kerwin. Nice steal over to Cam White into the slot, but now it's Knights are going to send it deep, and that's going to be icing. 27 seconds to go, and we will get a face-off in the offensive end. Brady Delaruel in on the face-off. Jacob Meyer, MJ Greenewalt on either side of him. Gage Ambrose in the back. He takes a shot, goes high. Riley Biggs also back for the Trojans. Another opportunity here. That's Jacob Meyer. Goes back out to the point for Ambrose. Kicks it around a bit. Then back off the boards to Meyer. Down to 11 seconds left. Now it's Biggs. Oh, and an opportunity here with 5 seconds left. That shot goes high, wide, and that's going to do it. Finley Trojans with the 5-0 victory. I can say it now. Jude Brassfield has not allowed a goal in 10 periods, for what it's worth. But 5-0 your final here from the Tamo. A great day for Findlay hockey as the varsity Trojans beat St. Francis in overtime 2-1. And now junior varsity Trojans with the shutout victory 5-0 and a couple of conference wins on the weekend. So a great weekend for Findlay hockey, 4-0 for the two teams. And that's going to do it here from the Tamo Shanner. Next up for the junior varsity team is the Rocky River MLK tournament. Medina Bees will be the first game. We'll have that here on YouTube. Thanks for watching. A great day for Findlay hockey. Your final score one more time here from the Tamo. Findlay Trojans 5, St. Francis Knights 0. Findlay Trojans move to 5-1 in the conference. We'll see you next time.